In the ancient town of Bovey Tracey, nestled in the green folds of Dartmoor, the name de Tracey carried the weight of centuries, an old family whose roots twined deep into Devon soil, back to the days of the Crusades. Their manor, a stout stone edifice, long since crumbled to ruin, once stood on the edge of the town, its gardens sprawling toward a secluded arbor where roses climbed and shadows lingered. It was there, in the late 12th century, that a tragedy unfolded, a tale of love, despair, and a spectral white rabbit that would haunt Bovey Tracey for generations to come. Miss Eleanor de Tracey, the youngest daughter of her noble house, was a beauty of her time, fair-skinned with raven hair, her laughter a melody that drew suitors from across the county. But her heart belonged to one alone, Sir Rowland of Exeter, a young knight whose fervour for the cross had called him to the Holy Land during the Third Crusade. Before he departed in 1190, he swore his love to Eleanor beneath the arbour's tangled roses, promising to return and wed her when the wars were won. She clung to his vow like a lifeline, her days spent weaving dreams of their future, while her needle pricked her fingers in the dim light of the manor's hall. Years passed, and news from the east grew scarce. Richard the Lionheart's triumphs turned to stalemates, and whispers of death shadowed every ship that docked at Plymouth. Eleanor's hope withered with each silent season, her laughter fading as her family pressed her toward other matches, wealthy lords and landed barons who cared little for her heart. She refused them all, her gaze fixed on the horizon, waiting for Rowland's banner to crest the hill. But when word finally came, carried by a weary squire in the spring of 1194, it was not of Rowland's return, but of his capture, lost to a Saracen prison, presumed dead by all but Eleanor. Her family mourned, her father muttering of duty, while her mother spoke of new beginnings. Eleanor, however, saw only the end. That summer, on a moonless night, Eleanor slipped from the manor with a dagger hidden in her sleeve. She made her way to the arbour, the place where Rowland's promise had taken root, its roses now drooping in the heat. Beneath their thorns, she knelt, her tears staining the earth as she whispered his name one last time. The dagger's edge was swift. She drove it into her heart, her blood soaking the soil as her life ebbed away. The de Traceys found her at dawn, her body cold, her face serene at last. They buried her in the churchyard with haste, as if to bury the shame of her act, but the arbour held her spirit close, unwilling to let her go. Sir Rowland, against all odds, returned to Bovey Tracey that autumn. Freed by a ransom he'd never expected, he rode through the town, his armour dented but his hope alive, until he reached the manor and learned of Eleanor's fate. Heartbroken, he staggered to the arbour, seeking solace in the place where they'd last stood together. As he knelt among the roses, whispering her name through tears, a movement caught his eye. A white rabbit, small and swift, darted from the shadows of the arbour, its eyes gleaming like moonlight before it vanished into the undergrowth. Rowland's breath caught. He felt her presence in its flight, a fleeting echo of the love they'd lost. From that day on, the white rabbit became a fixture of Bovey Tracey's lore. The villagers claimed it was Eleanor's spirit, bound to the arbour by her despair, her form transformed into the creature Rowland had glimpsed. A symbol of her purity, perhaps, or her swift escape from a world that had offered her no mercy. Through the centuries, sightings persisted, always near the site where the arbour once stood, now a overgrown hollow marked by wildflowers and moss. On quiet evenings, when dusk painted the town in shades of gold and grey, a white rabbit could be seen darting through the grass, its movements quick, its eyes bright with an otherworldly gleam. The tale of Mr. Tracey and her spectral rabbit passed into legend, told by grandmothers, two wide-eyed children in Bovey Tracey. Some saw it as a warning against love too fierce to bear, others as a testament to devotion that endured beyond death. The manor crumbled, the de Traceys faded from prominence, but the white rabbit remained, a ghostly echo of Eleanor, forever bound to the arbor where her heart broke and her spirit took flight. Many thanks for treading this tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, like, follow, subscribe, and comment below.